Yeah, so we'll try to understand the containers and Kubernetes. We'll try to understand Helm, Kustomize. We'll try to also understand the GitOps core concept, and then we'll get into the Argo CD. Now, if you're thinking like why we're covering containers, Kubernetes, Helm, Customize, GitOps, and all. So basically, these are the prerequisite and essentials for this training. That's called Argo CD. So you must know containers, Kubernetes, Helm, Customize, and GitOps and stuff like that. So you can easily migrate to Argo CD. Okay, so apart from that, we will get into the Argo CD core concept and architecture, and then supported toolings and Argo CD. So I believe all of you must be knowing about the containers at least. What do you think? Do you require any clarifications from me, or you guys are well versed with the containers, at least Docker containers? What do you think?
We're
Yeah, I
conversant.
think we are conversant.
Harshit, okay. Rahul?
Same.
Yeah. So I'll just skip this discussion because you know something which is already done. Now, after that, I'm also assuming you guys are also pro in Kubernetes. So, is this something which you require discussions, or you guys already know about this?
Yeah, again, we are conversant. If there's any key points you want to touch upon, I think only if there's something very specific you want to discuss, otherwise we can skip.
Yeah. So nothing, just at a high level, I'm assuming because this is a prerequisite, so we need to have a Kubernetes understanding. So I assume like you guys must be having that one, right?
Yeah,
Rahul?
yeah.
Harshit?
Yeah, yeah. Same here.
Yeah. Okay. So Kubernetes also, I'll just skip it. Now Helm. What about Helm?
Yeah, I think we will need base up. At least I will need from base up. I've never been exposed to Helm.
Okay. What about Harshit?
No,
No, it
that was
was not.
Harshit. So
Okay.
this
Sorry,
is
Rahul.
Rahul. Yeah, I'm kind of familiar, but I think I'll stay with what Harshit said.
Okay.
Yeah, haven't
So
gone into the depths of Helm, just understand what it's meant for.
yeah. Okay. So Helm. What is Helm? So let me give you a little bit of a demo also along with the discussions. So what is Helm? Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not going through the formal training of Helm, but just covering what I need you to know. That's all. So what is Helm? That's the first question. Now, before talking about the Helm, let me talk about there's a few operating systems we have and few platform you can say. So we have Linux RHEL family, we have Linux Ubuntu family, we have Windows also, and then we have a mobile also. So here in RHEL, tell me which particular utility we used for installing, updating, okay,
Yum.
install, update, and remove packages.
You can use
Which one?
Yum update. Yellow
Yum,
dog update
right,
manager.
Yum. So basically, a simple tool which we have. Yum is a client, okay? Yum is a client, and they talk to the repository in somewhere in the local repository or remote repository. And repository has packages, and using the command which is yum install, yum remove, and yum update, you do install the packages. Similar concept we have in Ubuntu also. In Ubuntu, install, update, remove, we do through apt. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
apt get and whatnot.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rahul, by the way, your voice is coming little slow to me. Not sure why.
Okay,
Maybe
I'll
my
try to adjust something at my end. Is it better now?
yeah, little bit better
Okay,
compared to them.
okay.
So install, update, remove packages we do with apt. So this was simple things we do. Nothing great about it. You know all that. Now in Windows also we use Chocolatey. Okay, Chocolatey we use it for installing the packages, updating the packages, removing the packages. And this packages, this repo is coming from the NuGet.org that's managed by Microsoft and stuff like that. And in mobile, at least you must be very comfortable with it. And you install, update, remove the packages. And that packages is Android packages, correct? If you're using um, Apple, then again you'll have to correlate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then here you use Apple Store, Play Store, right? Play Store is a client and repo is somewhere hosted by Google and install the packages. So these are the things we do that, right? All of you, correct now?
Right.
So here, what are the things which is common? One is like you should have a platform first, okay, platform, and then you should have a client, and then you should have a repo. Repo contains packages, okay, very simple. Now, this is a common platform not only in Linux, Windows, or mobile, but any platform which you go, you have a same file. Now, the question is very simple. The problem with Kubernetes. Okay, what is the problem with the Kubernetes? Let's say I'll just talk about the only one deployment. Only one deployment. Okay, so what you will have a dev environment. Think simple. Okay, you will have a queue environment and then you'll have a production environment. Now, in this dev environment, QA environment, production environment, what you're going to do? So, I have to deploy my applications, and that platform which you are having today is Kubernetes. So, what you will deploy? So, typically you may have a deployment YAML file and deployment YAML file. Now, and how many deployments you may have? Let's say maybe four microservices. You may have a services also, four. You may have a PV also, maybe four. PVC also, four. You have config map also, config map also, four. Maybe I'm just guessing that. Okay, you may have a secrets also, four. Maybe you are having some, additional resources also. Let's say 10 resources altogether. So now, altogether, if you see that, you have at least 20 files you have, 20 YAML files you have. And now what you're going to do? So in order to deploy in the development, you will do the CRUD. Now when I say CRUD means create, read, update and delete. QCTL create, QCTL get, QCTL edit or apply and QCTL delete. So you'll do the CRUD. After that you will change some variables and you do the same CRUD in here and then same CRUD here. Now look at this, how many commands you have run. So for each deployment in the development you do 20 commands you run. And again, if you want to modify the variables, if you want to modify some of the stuff and then deploy, again 20 commands and again 20 commands. So all together, 20 commands is to 20 commands here, 20 commands here, 20 commands here. So altogether 60 commands you run. Don't you think you get frustrated with the commands? I'm just giving you an example from the problem deploying. On top of that, you know what? On top of that, let's say this is your applications, but your application is dependent on some other third party package. Now, when I say package, third party package, they may be, I'm just guessing, I don't know, they may be having this again. Maybe just third party packages means what? Maybe something related to Tomcat, JBoss, MySQL, this, that. So third-party libraries you are using, maybe nowadays you know that multiple third-party libraries we are using. So you may be doing the again this one. So here the idea is like Kubernetes is wonderful platform, but deployment for the application, I'm not talking about the one resources. I'm talking the applications, entire application stacks. It may be complicated. You may get confused or you may get irritated. So what do we do? Simple. We have decided. Let's do the packaging. So let's do the packaging everything together. Okay, package 1 means app 1, and here you have everything, 20 files. You have 20 files of YAML, and create a package 2, and this is app 2, and again you may have a 20 files. So create a package and do nothing but install, update, remove. So fundamentally, I think this packaging concept and installing in one go, removing, updating, and all stuff like that in Kubernetes, that is powered by Helm. Powered by Helm. Helm means we call it just like we call it APT here or YAM. Helm is one of the way to do the stuff. So now you understood the problem with the Kubernetes, and then followed by why the Helm has come. All of you.
Yeah, I think it's clear. It's quite similar to how we used to have install sheets in the past. It's kind
Yeah.
of similar to that concept.
Yeah. So here I
But
said very simple. For any things, we need to have a platform. Platform is Kubernetes. Then after that, you need to have a client. Client. So client is, I'll write it. Platform is Kubernetes, and client to install the packages and packages. So here, what we call it, this Kubernetes is a platform which you know very well. Okay. And client here is Helm. We had Helm 1 is released, then 2, now 3. Okay. All are different releases. So 3 is the different than 2. 2 is different than 1. So right now we are using 3. So mind it. So client. Now here we need a package, right? Where we'll have all these YAML files and parameterize option, this, that, and all stuff like that. But in Kubernetes, what we call it, we don't call it a package. We call it shard. Okay, are you comfortable?
Yeah,
yeah,
good. I have a quick question, Rajesh.
Yeah.
So basically, what you just described above, with services, PV, and all that, plus installing of applications, all of this can be defined as part of a Docker file and then still be installed, right? So that is also one form of packaging. How different is that compared to this?
No, 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 no. See here, I think we need to understand the evolution of container in that case. So here, evolutions is probably you're getting confused with a few terminologies with here and there. So first thing, develop an app. Okay, I'm just start telling you from the scratch. That app means it can be Python, Java, .NET, whatever it is nowadays. Okay, and then after that you write a Docker file. Okay, Docker file, you will build it and you get a Docker image. This is the flow. Then
Mm-hmm.
Docker image will be sent to where? Repo. This repo
Repo.
can be public and private both. Public means any public repo you have worked with it. I'm damn sure you have worked with it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So how does one work
hub.docker.com.
or a Docker registry?
Yeah, hub.docker.com. So that you push this image to a repo. After this is your applications, but it's a one applications. Now there's a problem here. One application, when I say it can be MySQL only, or Apache only, or Tomcat only, but in I would say layer, not application. I would say you should say okay. Let's layer actually. Layer means web layer, app layer, database layer. But when you want to run application, then you have to learn multiple things. I'm just going minimal way, web web app application and database. So here you have a three images. Web means maybe Nginx, app means maybe Tomcat or something like that, or database maybe MySQL. So now you need to run multiple applications. This is a SOA architecture. If you get into the microservices, it'll go and get complicated more actually. So here we want to automate that stuff. So what we do? We migrate to Docker Compose from the. So first we do this one, and after that we migrate to Docker Compose. Okay, so this is okay. Now we want to orchestrate the container and run at the high level. And then finally we write YAML file, and YAML file which has a Kubernetes resources and deploy to the Kubernetes. So here developing an image and storing a repo, that's a stage number one. Docker Compose for testing the applications at the dev and Q environment, and orchestrate Kubernetes. So this is the third operations. And then fourth phase, we call it package YAML, the one which I'm putting in all in simple word, Helm. This one I was discussing, but you were talking about this one.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. Thanks.
So here long way to go from here to here. Okay, so let's go back to the topic. So I was talking about, yes, in our case, the platform is Kubernetes, client is Helm, and package is chart. So we call it chart. So uh, when you want to, you know, when you want to deploy some chart, so basically you download the chart from uh, this place, Helm. This is the public registry for charts, okay? Artifact Hub. Earlier this was the website, but now it has moved to Artifacts Hub. So click on it. Here it is. So now typically you will get the chart. This is a public chart. You can have your own repository where such as like Artifactory, Nexus, where you can store the Helm chart. So you'll download the chart from here using Helm and apply in the Kubernetes cluster using install, uninstall, update, and all stuff like that. So this is a Helm. Now, did you understand that? What is a Helm keywords?
Right.
Yeah. So now look at this here, how many packages you can find, and it's growing every day. 9488. This has been written by the community. Now the question is, what is chart? So chart is a package, but don't think in that way. That package, the traditional way of packaging we used to call it, right? exe, rmp, rpm file, tarball, and all. This is not a package we are talking about. So this is basically a directory structure. Okay, directory structure. Now, this directory structure defined, I would say, defined directory structure. That means you want to have a chart, which you call it a package, will have a defined directory structure, and that structure I'm going to show you right now. So for example, let's say you go for HTTPD, I'll search for it, and there's a hell lot of packages are there. I want something official. So official we don't have for this. Let's say go for Tomcat. I searched the HTTPD wrong. I should have searched Apache, then you'll get official. Okay, so official verified. No, strange. Okay, so I'll go for this one because the it's got updated 2 days ago, and I see that verified publishers. It should show me that results, but okay, maybe some problem with the filtering actually. Okay, two filters is not working, you see here. It's okay. So go to the Tomcat, And here I would like to show you that places in the GitHub. So let's go to GitHub, which is here, not this, here. This is a chart. Okay, so this is the chart source code, this 9.0 and Debian 11. Look at this here, and this chart seems to be, no, this is not a chart actually, just a second, hold on. I'm just looking for it. Okay, yes, I clicked on the wrong URL, and let me, okay, this is too much. Okay, so I'll just show you this skeleton for it. Chart, skeleton, help, enter, image. Now this is the I need. So any chart you look at it, any chart, yeah. So any chart you look at it, okay, look at it very simple. This is nothing but a directory structure. So any chart will, when you look at it, you will see there is one directory called templates. Okay, and here you will get file called values.yaml, and then you will find a file called charts.yaml. So these three things minimum which defines the chart. So what I said is nothing but predefined directory structure, and every charts you'll get a chart.yaml. Now chart.yaml you can say is like a meta which contains the meta information such as name of the chart, version of the chart, author of the chart, and if the one chart is dependent on some other chart, so all this information will go to chart.yaml. Now values.yaml is basically for a parameterized option. Remember that I said here you have to deploy the chart in dev environment, QA environment, production environment. So some variables you want to change in dev or QA or production, and that variables you can change in values.yaml. So this is, you can say, is a place for the variables which you can change based on your need. Now the real code, which is YAML, your YAML file, the one which is deployment, service, PV, PVC, secrets, config maps, and all this blah blah blah, you will keep it inside the templates directory, and you can see there's a 3 YAML file right now. And after that, you can deploy. So this is the chart which we have. Understood, all of you? Hello? Hello,
Sorry, I was speaking on mute.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to say values. You referred to parameterization charts. Can you repeat what you just said?
Harshit, your voice is coming to me is very slow. Not sure why. Um,
Okay. Any better now?
yeah,
I can hear him clearly, Rajesh.
not sure is this some problem from my side or not. But his voice is echoing for me. Clarity is not
Echoing.
there. I can hear him. Clarity is
Uh-huh.
not there.
Okay, I'm able to hear him clear.
Or is it? Probably
Hmm.
I need to check my audio systems or something. Yeah. What was the question?
So values, I understood it is around parameterization. What did you refer charts as? It was uh,
Charts.yaml will the meta information contain meta information. For example, um, for example, this package you have some meta information such as name of the chart. Okay, name of the chart,
got
version
you
of,
metadata. I got the metadata portion. Yeah, thanks.
yeah. Okay, so this is a Helm. So I think, are we done with this? I mean, are you okay with this Helm concept? I'll show the
Yeah.
demo also when we set up a Kubernetes cluster and for the stuff. So for time being, understanding part that's done. Helm is a package manager for Kubernetes, and you use Helm for deploying the applications in Kubernetes, which automated way to create, package, configure, deploy the applications and stuff like. Are you okay right now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Now you should also know there's one more utility, which is Kustomize. Kustomize has many use cases for it. One of the use cases, if you want to get started with, is let's say you have a Docker Compose file, which I said here, Docker Compose file, and here, see. So if you want to easily convert into YAML Kubernetes, you can use Kustomize. But here, that's not the use cases I'm going to discuss. So basically, here, little bit of different context. So Kustomize is a standalone tool to customize the creation of Kubernetes objects through a file called customization.yaml. So typically what happens, uh, put it in this way, uh, customizations, let's say you have one package, okay? Understand this way. You have one package of YAML package which you have, YAML file. And that YAML file you want to deploy into multiple environment again, dev environment, Q environment, and production environment. Of course, that the values of the customizations, I mean values of the resources may differ, depends on that. Maybe service port number may differ or some other stuff may differ. So how do you handle those different configuration of it? So here customizations will help you. This is one tool actually, and it is inbuilt also with the Kubernetes kubectl actually. So which is a tool which will help you to create a multiple template of it for the different environment, and using that you can deploy. So yes, it is a standalone tool to customize the creation of Kubernetes object through a file called customization.yaml. Kustomize is a template free way to customize application configuration that is built into kubectl. So template free means you don't have to use the template free. That means every files which you want to deploy will be independent. That means dev file will be separate, QA file will be separate, and production file will be separate and stuff like that. So it traverses a Kubernetes manifest to add, remove, or update configuration option without forking or actual YAML files. So look at this if you want to understand the customizations. So here you can see there is one file which is called patch.yaml, which you have to deploy in staging, and same thing which.
Hello everyone, if you would like to access the remaining videos of this playlist of 50 plus more tools which are coming under DevOps, DevSecOps, SRE, DataOps, GitOps, etc. Kindly become our channel members by clicking on the joining button. You would have access to 100s of playlists and 1000s of videos lifetime access with this membership. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.